On behalf of the competitor group, I'd like to welcome everyone to the kickoff for the 2009 Denver Marathon. Our headquarters is in San Diego, and we're really excited about bringing some Southern California weather for this weekend's event.
And the real purpose of gathering today to celebrate and to make some news is that we're delighted that we're going to be able to add Denver to the Rock and Roll Marathon portfolio next year. So what you have known for many number of years is an event called the Denver Marathon. We're going to rebrand next year and call it the Rock and Roll Denver Marathon and Half Marathon. And that's the real purpose of today's announcement.
But it's not only a great running event, it's also a boon for the Denver economy, as this will bring many out-of-town visitors to the city. The history of this event shows that 50 to 70% of the runners come from a city outside of the host city, which means more visitors to Denver.
10 years ago, at the first Rock and Roll Marathon in San Diego, Team in Training had a huge contingent. They raised $2 million, at that point the most they had ever raised. And over the last 10 years, the Rock and Roll events have raised over $200 million of the $1 billion that Leukemia Lymphoma has raised. So they really put their money where their mouth is. And what that speaks to is they had a sense, Tim did, Tracy did, that the second wave of the running boom, in a sense, was going to be driven by these people who I say are running for other reasons and other people. And that's really what you're going to see here. Denver has tried for many years to have a major marathon. I was talking to John Meyer earlier about that. And I think there may be a little skepticism. Well, can it really work? One, the altitude. I think we can take care of that issue. I don't think that's an issue because people have run at altitude enough now to understand that. But I think what I can assure you of is the competitor group has the ability to come into a town and basically bring an event in, have all the capability to deal with the local running community, with the local running specialty retailers, with the Convention and Visitors Bureau, with the local government. They get along with everybody. Every city I go to, the people from the local city government or the Convention and Visitors Bureau saying, we love working with you so much. You're so good to work with. So it's going to happen.
Thank you very much. And on behalf of ING, we are very proud to be a part of this Denver Marathon. We are the sponsor of the ING Relay. And quite honestly, you know, it's about giving back to the community. It's being part of the community. We have employees here in Denver, you know, that we live here, we work here, and we play here. And so it's a privilege to be a sponsor of the ING Relay Marathon.
Thanks, Dan. Yeah, we're proud to be sponsors of the McDonald's Kids Race that begins tomorrow. We have over 1,500, as he said, that are going to be there. And what's so important about that, for us to be sponsors? Well, it's because Colorado, as you know, is the most healthy state in the union. However, obesity rates are continuing to rise, even among children. So it's our goal to continue to educate them and to encourage them to understand and live a balanced, active lifestyle. And we can do that by encouraging them with that kids race.
Sunday, the race starts sharply at 7 o'clock in the morning. Make sure you get there by 6:30 so you can be part of the opening ceremonies. And the race concludes with the Finish Line Festival, like I said, with Oaky Garden Bad and the MTV 64 beer garden. So look forward to seeing everybody, and thank you again for your support.
No, I'm really, honestly, when I talked to Anton here over the course of the last few months about the possibility of this actually happening and rock and roll coming to Denver, I was really excited about it. I've been a Colorado resident now for almost 20 years and went to college here and spent my whole professional career of 12 years right outside of Boulder. And so this community is really important to me. And we all recognize the outdoor mentality and the aerobic mentality of the folks that live here. So to have a world-class event like a rock and roll event here, it makes complete sense.
I've run two. I ran the Rock and Roll Marathon in San Diego back in 2005, and that's where I met my husband on the way to the post-race concert down in Chula Vista. So And then we also ran the Virginia Beach Half Marathon, rock and roll, of course, over Labor Day weekend that same year. Got the heavy medal. I was all excited. So they're a lot of fun, you know, great races.
Yeah, you know, I've lived here for 20 years, and it's no secret that people choose to live here are outdoor-minded, athletically minded, and there's a huge tilt towards aerobic events too. And so for there to be a rock and roll event in Denver just makes complete sense.
And what do you think about the Rock and Roll Marathon Series coming to Denver?
I think it'll be great for this course. I mean, with the whole downtown and adding music to it, it'll just be really fun.
I'm super excited about it. That's outstanding. It's a lot of fun. The music adds a lot, gives a lot of energy. It'll be very fun.
You go through a marathon and you think, 26 miles, my gosh, am I going to make it through? But you've got all these people cheering you on. I mean, there's so much support at the race.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, it's easy for a race to kind of slip into this mode of like, well, you know, the elite part is kind of secondary or third, but not with competitor group. And that's what I've always appreciated is as they support that part, that one entity of the elite athletes, they're really setting the stage for the whole event. That's the foundation of the sport. And really, at the essence, by supporting elite athletes, they're supporting Olympic athletes.
I love the course, and I love it that it's close and local, and I love being in Denver. The altitude helps make it a little more challenging.
I think it'll be a great addition to the rock and roll suite of races.
To the start line, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. We are told 2 minutes to follow the pass, 5 minutes bis zum Start, Dostchen. But there's a new product in running. We say that many of the runners here are very funny. About 50% rate. Now, what you can do is let them come in a little bit closer. Take a look around. Two-time Olympian, Colorado, where he hangs in. about Holly for about a half an hour now. We believe she'll be Holly out the lead, works her way to the line, and now Bill Phillips, Transformation Team. That's a bigger table, a bigger plate. Robin,